Afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the December 3rd, 2025 meeting of Youngstown City Council's Finance Committee. The time is 4:31 p.m. And I hope it come across to be something. Okay, and if everybody would remember, I remind you to keep your voices up so that the microphones can pick up your voices. And we're gonna be following today's agenda partially. So now with item number 1, chairperson's roll call. My name is Anita Davis, 6th Ward City Council and Committee Chairperson. To my right,
Mike Gray, 4th Ward Councilman and Committee Vice Chair.
Samantha Turner, 3rd Ward City Council.
Amber White, 7th Ward City Council.
David Coleman, Eric Johnson, Water Department.
Charles Satchel, Public Works. Carl Davis, Chief of Police.
Michelle Simmons, City Law Director.
Tom Franklin, Executive Director of Park and Recreation.
Aaron Bishop, Health Department.
Tom Hetrick, President of Council.
Kelly, 5th Ward Council.
Louis Sullivan, 1st Ward City Council.
to my right,
Jason Small, Law Director. That's it.
that's you. W.
Law Department.
Law Department.
Easy.
Hey, that's okay.
It was news to me. Adam Betsy, Law Department.
Mark also James Morgan. Mel Shelton, Forcifer Block Watch.
John Carpolo, Police Department.
Gene Leeson, Wastewater.
Andy Resnick, Communications.
Jen Ossinger, Economic Development.
Bruce Weaver, Firefighter, Virginia. Rich Harvey, Finance.
Nicole Talton, 2nd Ward resident.
Jonathan Huss, Civil Service.
Mike Durkin, Code Enforcement.
Brian Klingscale, Director, Human Relations.
Eric Hayward, Community Division.
Perry Franklin, Sandway
To
Project.
the front. You are,
Oh, Sydney Canty, 21 News.
I'm sorry,
Sydney Canty, 21 News.
Valencia Merrill.
City Clerk.
okay, item number 1 off the way. Moving on to item number 2, pending legislation. Starting off with number 1,
Mr. Chair.
me. Amber,
Through the chair.
Councilwoman White,
Through the chair, which parks receive these services of the plumbing, heating, and cooling?
excuse me, hold on, Amber. You have to speak up.
Yes, ma'am. Through the chair, which parks receive the plumbing, heating, and cooling services specifically?
Specifically, I can definitely give a list, for you. All of our rental sites, like Wood Park, Homestead, Crandall. A lot of our, sites that we shut down, like the pool as well, but, right now, it's not getting the, it's not getting the services just because, of course, we shut it down. We winterized a lot of our, rentals, but like the rec center, so I can get you a list. I mean, it goes on and it goes on.
Well, what?
Go ahead. Is this about appropriation? Or is this about inquiry about the nature of this legislation?
It's a question.
It's about finance?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Is this consistent with the previous year's spending?
Correct. Yes, it is.
Councilwoman Turner?
Thank you. Through the chair. Is this an increase for 2025?
No, it's not.
So it wasn't, we didn't have this, these are new expenses in 2025 for our.
Well, it's not gonna exceed, the 35. So we're just making sure we don't have to come back just to close out the year.
So that's what I mean, like, what was the initial amount, or you didn't have an initial? Cause it doesn't, I don't see it anywhere.
Yeah, we'll have to I'll get that for you guys. The initial, I don't, have it offhand.
Okay.
Item number 2. Number 3.
Back to number 2, please. Through the chair.
Number 2,
Whoever can answer this question, is there a list of the specific items and supplies that are being purchased in regards to the uniform items, police-related supplies?
who's that? Chief Davis.
The chair, I can speak to I know the body armor, bulletproof vests, we were equipping our police cadets with bulletproof vests, and Sergeant Carfolo, here you can address other police-related items.
Carfolo, please. Have you step up to the table?
Through the chair,
Go ahead.
it's mainly everything for the police cadets, the 30 cadets that we're working on hiring. There was a memorandum of understanding done, but it's just basic equipment, flashlights. Mostly that money is the police vest, so.
Councilman White.
Follow-up. Are the prices that Safety Line is charging, is it competitively compared with other suppliers for like similar police equipment?
There are, through the chair,
Go ahead.
there are 2 suppliers in the area and they're both priced the same.
Councilwoman Turner.
Thank you. How much of an increase is this from your initial ask or this, is this a new, you're asking for this 50,000, you want to get it spent?
Through the chair,
Go ahead, Go ahead, Sarge. Sarge, you said for the chair,
yes.
you're about to respond. I said, go ahead, Sergeant.
We initially did 25,000 for the border control at the beginning of the year. Council approved the increase of the police cadets from 15 to 30. So we needed to increase that amount. We've already spent the 25,000 on the previous cadets.
So you need another 25,000. That's
Go ahead.
right?
Through the chair, it should not make it to exactly 50,000. It should be under that, but we don't have to come back and close out the year. Just
Thank you.
Number 3. Number 4.
Yeah. The 3.
Go ahead, Councilwoman White.
Thank you. Whomever can answer this question through the chair, most likely Kyle, but I'm gonna go with this anyway. What specific factors justify this 2% increase?
So the chair is going to be answered by Attorney Bende.
Let's come up to the table.
Who has that?
Me.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Come on up. Come on down.
Through the chair, Sedgwick is our third-party administrator for workers' compensation. They handle the administrative side of the workers' comp claims that we get. It's an absolutely critical function because we have nowhere near the capacity necessary to do this on our own on the administrative side. We have hundreds of claims a year. You would need a whole law firm dedicated to do the work they do for us. So they handle the appeals on the administrative side. They coordinate with the MCO, which is the medical care organization, which reviews the medical of the workers and evaluated whether we should appeal claims. Most importantly, Terry Shasho, our risk manager, is very happy with Sedgwick services. I advised her of this 2% increase and she thought that was very reasonable given the quality of service that we get from them. And so I can't speak necessarily to what the 2% is for. I can just tell you that they're a critical part of our risk management team.
To the chair.
Go ahead,
Just to
Councilwoman.
add a little
I mean, Councilwoman Shell. Lori.
Add a little bit more to Sedgwick. Sedgwick has, I've met with them consistently since I began in 2024. And when Attorney Bente talks about how Terry Shasho is very happy, they even hired someone at her request to make the process easier for our city employees and like immediately. And so once that happened, it really took a lot of the burden off of Ms. Shasho, who is the sole person in the law department that handles those initial I guess,
Nice.
the claims that come through. And so, we really enjoy our relationship with Sedgwick because they love, Terry and they love the city of Youngstown. And so, the 2% to me and to Terry is very reasonable, when you compare it with other, companies that do the same service.
Thank you. Councilwoman White?
Follow-up, is this going to be just a one-time 2% increase? It's gonna be annually? That we know.
Through the chair, I,
Go ahead.
I can't speak to that. I can just tell you that they are a outstanding provider for us at an incredible cost, and I can't express enough how little the 2% matters to me.
Councilwoman Ray.
Through the chair, I think it sounds like a reasonable rate increase. You know, like outside of council life and contracts that I administer and oversee as an operations manager, we're seeing 3 to 4% just to keep up with inflation. So if something's at a 2% increase, I think it's a reasonable increase.
Item number 4. Number 5. Thank you, sir. 6. Councilwoman White.
Through the chair. Which department had this accident with the truck?
Beg your pardon?
Which
Water.
department? Was it water department? Thank you.
Now, what was your question, though?
Which department had the accident with the truck? It says an F-550 to replace the truck that was totaled in an accident in
I
October.
didn't hear you, though. Thank you. Go ahead.
Was there or will be an insurance payout received for the total truck? We have insurance for this?
Mr. Johnson?
Chairs, no. So the city only insures vehicles over 75,000. At the time we bought this, it was somewhere in the neighborhood of the 50s. Of course, the cost has exceeded that amount now in 2026. The individual that struck the truck didn't have insurance. 76-year-old woman, she didn't have insurance. I was informed that, of course, they're going to try to collect. They don't anticipate getting anything. They said they may turn over to collections, but as far as any reimbursement for this vehicle, I'm not looking forward to getting any money back. Now, of course, we don't keep this type of equipment in spare. We need this for, obviously, our cold hot patch for water line breaks. So it's imperative that we had to go out and buy one off the lot.
Thank you. Julius?
I'm sorry, I'm just curious. What was she driving the total with F-550?
That was
She was driving. With chair, she was driving. I think it was either a Toyota Camry or it was a sedan, but she T-boned him. He flipped over a couple times. Tree actually stopped the vehicle from.
Thank you. That has nothing to do with finance stuff.
No, but.
Okay, thank you so much.
Explains the reason.
Moving on. Number 5.
That was.
Oh, yeah.
6, brother.
You all right?
No? That's one. Number 6. Count. Amber?
Through the chair. What are the critical gaps that are gonna be identified, that this new contract will address?
Repeat that.
What are the critical gaps identified that this new contract will address?
Law department, is this the appropriate place to be addressing something about the contracts like this?
Well, if you're talking about a contract, then, not right now because Attorney Fritz is not back yet. Unless Adam or, Jason has any information.
I'm,
So this is number 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Chair, no, that's me.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so, okay, so every 5 years, we have to update our emergency response. I actually brought this for show and tell. This is our emergency response. Okay, so you can see, everybody in the department needs to know, and this is true, the EPA shows up, where's your emergency response? There it is. So it's due this year. When the EPA visited us, the US EPA visited us a couple of years ago, they addressed some areas where there were some deficiencies. And I agree with them. Okay. The main one was cybersecurity. That we needed a little bit more of a robust response in that particular arena. But in addition to the emergency response, they're going to help us with our risk and resilience assessment, where they go and they look at the useful life of our assets, what the cost to replace those assets will be in the event that something was to happen. And that information kind of rolls up into this emergency response. The reason why I'm going with this company, I had the opportunity to, one, see their product when I went to a conference in Cleveland this year at the water conference. And also had an opportunity to talk with various municipalities that use their service. And they didn't have any issues when the EPA visited them. They, of course, they approved the reports. So make a long story short, we reached out to them, had a discussion with them about helping us with ours. Met, and they submitted a proposal, and that's why I'm here, the council asking for approval so that we can update this and enhance it somewhat.
This has been, you discussed this with Cal, correct? The dollar spending. It's all been discussed with Cal. Yes?
Oh, yeah,
So we're here to really discuss about whether or not we're going to be paying for this and whatnot. Councilman, oh my gosh, I apologize. Just for the record, Councilman Jimmy Hughes joined the meeting a long time ago and I forgot about him. Now, Jimmy.
You want to blast me? Really?
Go ahead, you're up, man.
Adam, I know who you are now. Very good. Did you straighten her out?
And yeah, I'll be gone in another week.
I just have a hard time what's gonna be updated. The book?
No, everything. It's 2 reports. It's risk and resilience assessment, and then you get the emergency response. One builds on the other. So they're going to go again. And if you look at the proposals in the packet, it gives a detailed description of they're going to come a couple of days, and we're going to go to all the assets and show them our assets. They're going to make an assessment as to what it is, the useful life of it, what the potential cost if something was to happen to replace it, visit areas of and assess the security or lack thereof of certain places, in addition to our SCADA system, our cybersecurity, just to name 4 major items that they'll be looking at. And when they're done, we'll have 2 reports, that report and this one will be up to date, ready to present to the EPA sometime this year in 2026.
I plan the game.
Oh, I'm sorry. Turn it down. Little man,
you gotta say through the chair.
through the chair. Will you turn the game down, buddy? It's picking up on the microphone. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to number, Councilman,
Follow up.
go ahead.
Are there going to be any future costs or phases that's not going to be covered by this 49,000? Any additional that will come with it?
You say cost or phases.
So when they get this packet put together, are we going to have any additional costs to that? Or this is like a
Sure.
one-time
No.
rate for this
No,
update?
so
Perry, go
let
ahead.
me share. So we used another company 5 years ago to help us produce this one. And so we need to, on, a 5-year increments, go and assess our system and determine the same things I just mentioned earlier. So once this is done, it's done.
Okay,
To answer your question, no,
thank you.
you're welcome.
Number 7. Number 8. Come on. This, okay? So, Councilwoman White, after you raise your hand, and go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Through the chair, is there any annual subscriptions, maintenance, or support cost after this initial payment? For whoever can answer this. Sorry, Kyle's not here.
Is that for 8?
No, for 7.
7. Is that you, Chuck?
To the chair, yes. This system is to replace what's called our Lucity system, which is a work order tracking system on wastewater. The initial cost is to cover data mitigation. I'm sorry, Rick. Data migration, basically transferring all of our mountainous volumes of data from the existing system to the new system. The licensing requirement per year, I believe, is 70,000, which will be brought to council every year. This is just for 1 year of licensing as well as the initial startup data mitigation migration.
Thank you. Moving on to number 8. Or what number?
There's 7.
Back to number 7, Councilwoman Turner.
Thank you. Just curious, Chuck, how much was Lucity and why are we switching over? Like, what was the straw?
Chuck.
Through the chair, Lucity was some time ago. Rennie was still here, actually. I believe Lucity was at least 12, 15 years ago, I believe. I don't know the cost. You would have to factor in inflation, obviously, and everything else. But the reason we're moving away from it is because it is 12 to 15 years old. And it doesn't have the capabilities, or at least easily have the capabilities to integrate the asset management aspects that we're looking for, not only in wastewater, but in other areas of public works.
Thank you. That's all.
Number 8. Mike?
This is just the general requirement we're required to do, Harry.
Yeah, this is for our license to operate, we have to pay every year, where the EPA, state of Ohio, charges us a cost per account that we have. It's some about 92 cents per account. So that's where the 48,000, whatever the number is, comes from. So that's the charge per account in the city of Youngstown in our distribution system.
Thank you. Number 9, I think, Mike, you said you have to put number 9 as well?
Yeah, I just, I think it's nice when we're looking at how we can provide a more equitable billing structure. I think that's, always looking, one of the biggest criticisms we get is costs. So, if you can speak to the possible benefits of this and, being more equitable billing.
Well, go ahead, Harry.
Good Chair. So the first thing I want to formally request to reduce the amount. In the proposal, there's 2 phases. It said 45,000 to do exactly what you mentioned, Mike. And we had conversations with them about some other services where they put an additional proposal in there for 20,000. Now I've had time to think about certain things. Is it included also, if we were to go this route, marketing and having conversations with our stakeholders and what have you, we don't need them for that. We have Andy, and I think the best people if we go this route to deliver that message would be the officials, myself and others in the department. So the first thing is.
Are you asking us to amend this?
Amend it to reduce it to 45. That's the first thing. The second thing, the purpose for.
Hold on. No, that's number 9. Good?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Harry.
Yes, ma'am. So this is something we've been talking about for a long time because in my 20-year tenure, I've received a number of calls about, I have a 0 and a 1, and what does that mean? And the opening rate for the 1 and the 0 and 1 is the same. And, we tell people, you use 1 cubic feet of water. What does that mean? 748 gallons. To make it really confuses people. And we have been talking about this for a long time. We had to wait, or wanted to wait until we deployed those new meters to a certain level. We're at 80. I knew.
Now, moving on, Harry.
Well, because Samantha would ask me a question, but it's 85.47%, to be exact. So I was a little high when I talked to you, Dave. So we're at that level. We're able to read our system at 99.22% because during COVID, we went and put the readers on the outside so we can get all the information, but we still don't have all the meters deployed. We're getting there. So this is going to take some time, obviously, because we're going to go in our system and have to take information and test it, so on and so forth. But that user, and it's typically the older user that doesn't use a lot of water. I want to explore reducing those blocks so that we're looking at a smaller usage, a smaller number for those particular users. But the one thing we have to be careful about is we don't want to compromise our revenue stream. So this will allow us to look at that and test it. If we were to reduce those blocks to allow for a lesser amount, in addition to the common language that people understand is gallons. We've talked about, we make the conversion from cubic feet to gallons. That's another thing that we want to explore with this process. And I anticipate that the Mahoning Valley Sanitary District will be, hitting us with a rate increase sometime this year.
That's a guarantee.
Well, yeah. I didn't want to say that, but I'm not representative, but I go to the meetings too, but you're right. But, given that factor and where we are with our deployment with the system, this is the perfect time to look at that. And this is what we've been waiting for, so that's why I'm here asking for this to start that process for an amount less than 65, just to 45 instead of 65.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Council President, whose hand is that?
Mine.
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Councilman Hughes. Wait, first off, I'm going to apologize. I said, is that Jimmy or Tom? Oh my God. So, Councilman Hughes, go ahead. So, I mean, you guys look alike, but not that much alike.
That was a funny Tom?
Brothers.
Really? We had billing, we got this software that was sending out notices and how to pay your bill and whatnot. We had a problem with that. Yes. The original one. We had
How far back you talking?
2 years or maybe 3. We switched.
The chair, no, we weren't having problems with it.
We got rid
We
of it.
changed.
I thought we was having problems, and afterwards we started having problems about because they were still getting billed at that old software, and at least my constituents were saying that they were having. You guys wasn't recognizing they was getting the payment. You put something out as well, but that's not my concern. My concern is that avoiding such things. Is this anywhere wrapped up into the notices, or how you're gonna online pay your bill, or alternatives, anything
This
like
has
that?
nothing to do with that, no. This is just an exercise to look at our current accounts, our current revenue streams, explore changing it where there's more, we call them blocks, based on a person's usage. And the possibility of rolling that out
Silence your phones, please.
without compromising our revenue stream. That's all this is for. It has nothing to do with our billing system.
Okay.
Councilwoman White.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Through the chair, is there a projected timeline for the consulting firm to complete the study, present the findings, and propose this possible?
Well, yeah,
negotiation?
about 6 months. We said, because it's gonna take time between myself and the controller office manager, Ted, exchanging information, going back and forth. It's gonna be time consuming and there's gonna be a lot of data involved. So, and we don't have time to just sit here and just do this.
We don't have that time anyhow.
You know.
So moving on. Thank you. We're gonna move on to number 10. Okay. 11 is Amber. This is for your street light. Yeah. Go sorry.
Number 10.
Go ahead.
Through the chair, where is the equipment and supplies being stored at currently? Does anybody
Go
know?
ahead. Who's this
For
that?
Cavelli in the amphitheater.
It's probably Cal.
I'll forward it to Kyle.
Yeah, you might want to catch him beforehand. Okay, going on to number 11 then? Oh, Julius?
On number 11, not really on number 11. but- Chuck, can you just remind me of the process of, I got a constituent that wants a street light right now, and there's one on this pole, not one in front of her house, one on the next pole, she wants one on the one in front of her house. Can you go over, just again, because people can watch this on YouTube, how you go about selecting where the street lights are supposed to go?
Chuck?
Through the chair, thank you. We don't have what happens is we get a request from a resident. Normally, we would check with a council person if they're in support of putting a light. We don't really have any reason not to put a light up. I think sometimes they get excessive. In this case, it's my understanding that maybe there's plenty of light on that street. When I leave here today, I'm gonna go right by and look. This is one on, not this one, but the one you were talking about. We had the conversation the other day. Bernard, or yeah, yes. So at any rate, so the process is this: we get a request usually from residents, sometimes from a council member, because sometimes the residents call the council members. Our office will contact. We'll try to find an existing pole. We'll contact First Energy. First Energy gives us a pole number that would be adequate to put the light on in that area. Obviously, we try to put them on existing poles because we're not going to set a new pole. That would be very expensive. At that point, we get a cost from First Energy. Once we get the cost, we prepare legislation that goes to council. After it passes council, we prepare a board of control item. The board of control for approval. Once it's approved, we send it back to First Energy signed, but myself with authorization by board of control or board of control. It goes back to First Energy, then they put the light up. So the process does take about 3 months. I would say that just because somebody wants a light doesn't mean there should be one there. We try to go out and look at each one at night to make sure that there needs to be a light. I would say probably at least 60% of the time the request comes from the council member themselves. We generally at that point just proceed.
Go ahead, Julius.
Thank you for that, Chuck. So second part of that question to be, is the cost always in the same range, or is there a reason why the cost would be different for different types of poles or different type of lights? And once we do pay for the light to go up, do we then own that light, or is it still Edison's light?
Through the chair, the reason legislation is needed is because you're adding to the tariff. Like you're adding a light to the system. So we pay per light. So it will give you the operating costs of the light as well as initial installation. The initial installation can vary depending upon where the feeds are coming from. A lot of First Energy requirements, whatever their needs are to put the light up. Whether they got to bring a feed in from somewhere else, or whether they can use the existing pole, it just varies, I guess. They're generally around the same area. None of them are really ridiculous or anything. They're a couple $1,000s, I believe. But that's the reason for the legislation is because you're adding a light to the tariff, so, ESIP tariff. So
Thank you,
I guess it just depends on whether council members want to be involved in this or not. Traditionally, the council members have always sponsored the legislation. If that's what you guys, if that's the consensus, then we want to keep doing that. If anyone has any individual requests, if they don't want to get involved in it, if they would rather have the mayor sponsor the legislation, that's an option too. So if you just want to reach out to me or Nicole from my office individually so that we understand there's 7 of you, so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's, the council people tend to know what's needed in their wards better than almost anybody else. We all check our wards out. Councilman Roy.
Yeah, just how do we budget for it then? Because if, we have 10 requests, that's another 20,000. We have 30 requests, it just keeps going up. So, or do we take one out of the system? I just worry about what if everybody says we want them? Like, or we say this is the budget for streetlights. Once we hit it, we're not doing any more this year. I don't, Chuck, do you look and see what we could swing, or is it, there's some money in the streetlight kitty so we can do these, or through the chair, I guess. Through the chair, if it got to a point where it was excessive and a strain on the city's budget, I guess we would have to take another look at it. But it seems like there's 7 council members and everyone has a different idea how they would like to approach it. Some are in favor of lots of streetlights and some are not.
Some of us
I'm not going to get involved in all that, so that's how I'm going to go with it. And if it got to a point where we did get to a problem with renaming streets, that we had to kind of take another look at it. And if that happens with the streetlights, I guess we'll have to take another look at that.
Thank you. Mike?
Chuck, thank you for shedding light on the matter.
Oh, no, okay. Moving on, number 12. Number 12.
I wanted to price things out.
Oh. It's number 12, 13. Amber, what number?
12, please. Through the chair.
Go ahead.
What's the justification for the increase of the additional $91,000 some dollars?
Who's this, Chuck?
Through the chair, this probably is really Kyle, but he probably. So what happened was, and Richard can step in anytime if you want. At the end of 24, a report was issued as required through the ARPA money. So whatever was budgeted was issued in that report. A lot of the bids came in way under, or whatever the reason was. So now we have to increase the expenditures to match the report. So that's the reason for doing this. Through the chair, the increases, we were adding work to the contract with this particular contractor. This was the last bid that we did. It was the largest one. It was the one that encompassed several parks, including Stambaugh Golf Course, a lot of the smaller parks that we've had ribbon cuttings for over the last several months. MVSD. It did not cover a lot of the individual parks, like Bortz and so forth. But so I guess this was the last contract, and whatever money was going to be available, we had to put it in this contract. So there's a lot of work that we added to it. For instance, we constructed the storage building at Stambaugh Golf Course with this contract, and we added that by change order. We added security cameras throughout the parks within this contract. So there was a specific list of parks in this contract. These are the parks that we're doing these improvements.
Thank you. Mike?
As with the chair, Chuck, I mean, we kind of knew when managing projects with so many variables that adjustments might need to be made, and some of the architecture, we had alternative plans or different things we could execute if we wanted to, right? So you designed this with some flexibility because of all the unknowns. But
Chuck.
Through the chair, yes, that's correct. But the bottom line is we have to reach the expenditures that were listed in the ARPA reports in 2024. So that's why we added work to this. And as a matter of fact, we need to go just slightly over that. We can't leave any money. We're not leaving any money on the table. We have to make those expenditures that were listed in the reports at the end of 2024. And those cannot be altered that order with the specific vendor that we listed.
Copy that. Thank you. Jimmy?
This is ARPA money we're talking about. This is
Through the chair, yeah.
13. 14. 15. 16.
Can we do 15,
Back to 15, go ahead.
Just-
Jimmy?
whoever? We just say, just somebody can explain.
Put your question out there and go from there.
Just the assessment, where's and how do we determine it?
This, through the chair,
Oh, Mike?
this is for the board up grass
Mike Durkin,
cutting.
I'm sorry, Mike Durkin.
Sorry. Board up grass cutting, demolition, all of the, these are the assessments that were already assessed to properties that we are removing because they're either paid in full or, they were charged in error or the court cases settled. So they go back, the assessments have to be removed from the tax, that's all this is.
Jimmy?
Is this what we do every year?
Every month.
Every month we do this?
Yes, these are the assessments that are removed. What we do once a year is the assessments that are put on.
Julius?
Thank you, Chair. Mike, is like you said, we do this every month. Is it slowing down where we, are assessing people that shouldn't be assessed, or is why are we having so many people billed for these type of things and then having to reassess and take it back off? Like where's the mistakes?
So, through the chair, it's not mostly mistakes, it's mostly paid in fulls. That we take it off because what happens is they get charged twice, sometimes where the taxes that we do at the end of the year, the assessment goes in. But then Millstone and Caniston, the attorney firm, has been collecting funds throughout the year, and then we owe the taxpayer money. So then we have to remove the assessment from the taxes, and the only way to do that is for council's approval. So the assessments are slowing down considerably because our grass cutting has gone down a lot as far as vacant properties go, vacant structures, that type of stuff. So it's definitely going down. We just have to add each year that this is put on at the end of the year. We have to add that in there. That's why you see so many of the ordinances that are in there.
Thank you.
Samantha?
I have a question on 14.
Go ahead.
Mike, we are increasing this up 15,000. How many more what's our number?
Through the chair, so I had.
Aaron, that's you?
Yes, through the chair. For our mattresses, just from May to October, we did 1,232 mattresses. So that equals about over $30,000. And before that, we did about 50 or 20. So we told them to stop at the beginning of the mid of last month because we didn't have any funding for him until we came here. So now we're here to ask, and then we'll be able to increase. That's why we figured out it's about 205 mattresses per month. That's what our average is.
How many?
205. Yeah. I mean, just today, last night on my mom's street, there's been one sitting there for a week on Cranbrook Drive because we haven't been able to pick it up because it doesn't have a mattress bag on it. And I will tell you, we are busy every day, people coming to pick up mattress bags. Our council people have mattress bags with them. Our community health workers have mattress bags. So we give them plenty of opportunities. But I think a lot of them are being dumped. Lansdowne Boulevard, get a ton over there. People we had one on Halloween right in the middle of the bridge, blocking traffic. I mean, there's just so many, I could tell you so many stories. And we have Calissa, who works for us now, she plots it on a map every day when she gets a call, and you could go on our map and see where they're at. And I have to say with mattresses, they're everywhere. Like tires, we can pinpoint where a lot of them are happening, but mattresses are just spread out throughout the city everywhere.
And a lot of them are in front of people's homes that, you know, there's a lot too that people are just getting rid of.
Okay, thank you. Julius?
So I know I've asked this question like every year, every time this comes up.
Yeah.
But, okay, so is there, I know we got used tire shops, is there mattress trade-ins? Like, are people coming to Youngstown to dump mattresses like they're doing tires? I don't get how we have so many mattresses all the time. Who's buying this many beds?
Right. Through the chair, I know, Joyce, I get it. No, there is not a program like that. I think, you know, people get new beds, yeah, I know, right? Like, I wish I had a reason, but this is what we see. We get calls almost daily about mattresses.
Okay, this is not this part of the discussion, it's not about the finances, but it is one that merits further inquiry.
Well, the more mattresses you get dumped, the more it's gonna cost us to keep paying this guy to pick them up.
But I think it's a place we could, well, not
He
me,
just puts them back.
I'm gone.
I just wanna put this matter to bed.
Okay, come on.
You win.
Okay, a little humor is good, but we gotta get on to this. Samantha, I hope this is
Thank you.
it. Go ahead.
Does this cost include disposal? If not, or is this not in addition, what's our disposal? No, through the chair,
Oh, yeah.
through sanitation.
Through the chair, we
Durkin?
just,
Okay,
we dispose of the mattresses in the city. This is just to pick up and take them to our roll-offs at Albert Street. And then we pick them and take them to the dump from there.
okay,
Direct
go ahead,
follow-up?
real quick.
Do you break out the costs so that we can see overall what it's costing us for the mattresses? Because I know they like pile them up, fill up a whole thing and then take them. Are we logging, this is how much we're doing on mattresses, tires? No, we're not.
Through the chair. Tires are completely different.
I'm just saying like that type of thing. You're
Mattresses,
not
we
logging
cannot
it,
do that.
so we can see.
They're all
this is-
dumping fees and we just add them up at the end of the month.
Okay, for all of it.
Right, because through the chair, we pay a flat rate for our sanitation.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you. 16, 17, 18, and 19 are discretionary. 25, 381, 25, 385, 25, 386, 25, 387, and 25, 389 are all second readings. Oh. I'm about to wrap up here. Mike?
Through the chair, I believe that one of these, in the second reading, needed an amendment to classified and unclassified. Can ask you, that's still, is that correct? We never caught that, right?
Through the chair, that's correct.
Adam?
Okay, so I will offer an amendment for 25, 381, striking the word unclassified in the third line and replacing it with classified.
I'm gonna strike unclassified, make it classified. Oh, you know it.
Yeah, I will make a motion that we take items 1 through 8 and 10 through 19 to the council floor for consideration and passage.
Second.
I make a motion that we take item 9, amending as amended, striking 65,000 and replacing it with 45,000 to the floor for consideration and passage. Make a motion that we amend ordinance 25-381, striking unclassified, replacing with classified, and take that before for consideration and passage.
Second.
That's a minute and it's talking.
And then I make a motion that we take ordinance 25-385, 25-386, 25-387, 25-389 to the floor for consideration and passage.
Second.
Thank you. We will not be going forward here. Under miscellaneous, that will be addressed on the floor of council by Mr. Shasho. So I'll take a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Meeting is adjourned at 5:22 p.m.
Aaron, do you have any bags?
Sugar stuff.
Don't have any with me. Do you carry bags in your purse? You don't even have like, do you have